I stumbled into buying Seth Godin's Linchpin. It was an Amazon upsell. They got me. Boy, Seth Godin writes, if you're not familiar, Seth Godin's, to many people, the oracle of marketing. And he always writes really good books. They're always high level. It's not like you're reading Ultimate Sales Machine, which is a very specific action-oriented book. He is clearly, in his writing, a very professional writer. He writes to make a book happen, and he's not throwing his whole life into a book of his life's work like so many people. I love to read people that are just throwing absolutely every scrap of knowledge that they have into a book because it means absolutely everything to them. And that's not the way that Seth writes. Seth says things in a unique way with great perspective and makes lovely points. But I don't typically walk away from his books with a revolutionary way of operating my life. But they're always great to keep me interested and growing mentally, thinking about things in a different way. And that's really what Linchpin did. One of the quotes from this book that I like is, "Done is the engine of more." And it's really true. If you're waiting for things to be absolutely perfect, you're going to create less. And if you can manage to make things that are quality quickly, consistently, you're going to end up being at a higher level and a more output type of person. He talks about how to efficiently create more and consistently finish projects, talking about thrashing, which is the changes and ideas and struggle to get things just the way you want them, to do all the thrashing early and make sure it gets out of your system. But when you get the later stages of a project, you can't thrash anymore. It's time to finish. And calling that thrashing in the later stages the lizard brain. And it goes on a very thorough explanation of what the lizard brain is and how it prevents us from creating things that are new, and how it prevents us from putting ourselves out there. And J.K. Rowling had written a whole book and decided not to publish it and threw it away because of her lizard brain. She was worried about what people might say, and talking about the liberating feeling that you get from putting something out there and getting feedback. It is the resistance, the lizard brain, that's preventing you from going and doing what you want to do. And a lot of the book is about trying to keep your lizard brain at bay, go out and try to do things that are great and release your art to the world, is the way he phrases it. Let me get a couple of quotes in here. "The resistance is afraid. The closer you come to unleashing the thing it fears, the harder it will fight." That is talking about as you come close to finishing something, you get nervous energy that prevents you maybe from moving forward, and you talk yourself out of it. The voice in the back of your head thinking, oh, you're going to be silly if you do this, or foolish, or don't do that. You stay in your safe cave. That's the lizard brain. That's the resistance. And trying to overcome that, put yourself out there, is what is going to lead you to stand out and become a linchpin, somebody that's irreplaceable. Okay, he talks a lot about gifts and unleashing your gift to the world, and how many people have different gifts, and you need to find your right gift, and then you'll really take off. Gifts not only satisfy our needs as artists, they also signal to the world that we have plenty more to share. And that is one of the main reasons that I, on YouTube anyway, and LinkedIn, try to give away a lot of my knowledge that I've acquired from running products and advertising for no cost. I'm just trying to give gifts to people because I do have plenty of knowledge. And no matter how much time I spend putting videos up on YouTube and reviewing ads and doing book reviews and writing emails to people and newsletters, there's still so much more I have to share. And that's what the message you send to people when you give gifts of information and your talents to them. You share with people that you're very knowledgeable and you've got more to share. There's more where that came from. So that was a fun little message to read. It was very validating for the efforts that I'm making online personally. We have everything we need. We're not buying commodities. We're not even buying products. We're buying relationships and stories and magic. Our business, our politicians, our friends, it's all the same. It's all about figuring out whom we can trust and work with and who must be kept at bay. That is the kind of paragraph that Seth Godin puts together so well. That perspective and the way he phrases it is the reason people just absolutely eat his books up. You know, we're buying relationships and stories and magic. You know, it's something special. And we really do want to figure out who we can trust and work with and who needs to be kept at bay. Those are the difference. This book talks all about that, what you can do specifically to think about yourself in your life, in your business, in your relationships, to be a linchpin and the characteristics of the linchpin, and trying to apply that to yourself. Yes, there's a lot about quitting your job and starting your own business, but there's also a lot about working at a company and being a linchpin there and changing the activities of your day-to-day to become that standout person, doing things differently. I really enjoy the book. It is a great book. I highly recommend it. It is perfect for the right person at the right time. I don't know if it's perfect for everybody all the time, like some other books, but I would recommend picking it up. My name's Bobby Dietz. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully some of these tips are helpful. Make sure you follow, subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. We're putting out videos here every week.